Grand Rising, wonderful souls, and welcome to Bronwen's Cove Tarot. This is a collective reading and it's timeless and what's coming forward. If you are a new face, welcome in. If you're an old face, welcome back. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, your subscribes, your donations, your emails. They all mean the world. Now this is a new deck that I'm using and it is the Cashapp Tarot. I'm going to show it to you, okay? This one was quite interesting because it doesn't just have major and minor arcana in it, it has other ones. So there may be, if some of the cards come out, I may have to get the book out and give it a read. But you know what I got when I was setting up to channel? I heard that someone's really confused in how to cook. And what I mean is that they've had to start at square one. Somebody who's used to having quite a high life or a bougie life or having things done for themselves is having to learn basics. And it just reminded me of the program The Kardashians, and I can't remember which Kardashian it was, when they were cutting a cucumber and she held the cucumber over here and was slicing it on this side and having so much trouble, like so much trouble. And I don't judge, you know, if you've never done that before, then it's going to be tricky. But this person doesn't know how to cook, and I can kind of see someone looking at a box, like panic, like they don't know how to do it. And this is because you've got reflection in the garden, okay? I'm hoping you can see that well enough. There you go. Now, with this, the garden, it's the 5 of roses, which is the 5 of coins. Somebody has lost out a lot of money, and they're having to more or less tend to their garden now. They're having to look at, you know, penny pinching is what I heard. They're having to count their money. They're having to look at whether they can afford things, you know. And if you look at that little girl down there, she's got like a little magnifying glass of some sort in her hand. She's really having to, this person is really having to look through all their receipts, and they've never had to do this before. And with reflection, yeah, they're now realizing the things that they did, they burnt too brightly, because this, I only actually lit these candles and they're about yay high, 2 of them, and they're already, one of them's already burnt down completely. So this person is almost like Icarus. She flew way too high to the sun, way too high, and she got really cocky is what I heard, too big for her boots. And for some reason I'm hearing Cardi B, red bottom shoes, but yeah. So this person is now having to, and I'm hearing microwave meals. Why am I being shown this? Give me this one. Let me see what we have. 3 of roses. Oh, not 3. It's the 8 of roses. And because I thought of 3 of roses, this person is trying to look for someone else to help expand their, I heard, business model, or to help them with money. But with the 8 of roses, they worked really hard to have the life that they did. And if you look at this, and you actually look at this card, you know, there's loads of people together having a drink, eating, having a really nice time, and it's, you know, the sun is shining outside. This is what is happening for you, okay? Because I keep hearing karma, and you've got add some, okay? And I read this one in the book, and add some is what you say. It has so many different meanings, because when you really look at this card, okay, there's loads of different people in the background, you know, who aren't really there, but they are, because this card is about your ancestors, about your angels, about them being around you. And add some, I am here, or add some, I arrive. When you put this next to the 8 of roses, this is about being proud of how far you've come, how, you know, how you've got past your challenges, and also keeping your eye on the ball when it comes to your dreams, to expanding your businesses, expanding your ideas. And add some, I have arrived, or add some, I am here. It's almost like bringing you into present time and just reminding yourself that your ancestors are with you. They stand right next to you. Your angels stand right next to you. And it kind of pulls you back. And now this person, why was I showing this person eating the food? I heard they don't care about Adsum. They've never really had that connection, because you've got the 8 of keys underneath. It's the 8 of cups. Oh wow, okay, the master artisan. When you think of it, when the 7 of cups is all about, you know, the different options you had, this person became very, very greedy. I heard she wanted it all, the master artisan. This person thought they were much better than others, because I heard peasants as well. This person saw others who didn't aspire to surface level things as peasants, or as this person would say, a basic bitch. You know, this person wanted the fine things. They wanted jewellery. They wanted, you know, because when you really look at this, the guy is dropping diamonds into the other guy's hand. You know, there's lots of gold and silver around. This person was used to other people doing things for them. Like, even if, for some reason I'm seeing like a Pomeranian dog, and like if it pooped in its little handbag, the little carrier thing, she'd get someone else to actually clean up for her, because you've got Archangel Gabriel here, which is connected to your throat chakra, which is all about expansion, especially with 3. Okay, so as you are speaking your words of power, this person is being dimmed. Wow, and 5 of Scrolls. There you go. 5 of Scrolls is the 5 of Swords. Okay, diversity. This person didn't like that you were different. I heard she hated it. Do you want me to get any more? No. One more. She hated your it's either you or the person you're thinking of, your diversity. And I heard colours shouldn't mix, and that's only going to be for certain people, and that's horrid. That's really backwards way of thinking. And you've got your Cashapp field, and you've got the One of Forces, which is the One of Wands. This is the Ace of Wands. Okay, so they definitely took time or spent money on getting someone to try and look into your Akashic records. Look, you've got Archangel Michael is protecting it though. Archangel Michael is protecting your Akashic records. How interesting. You pop that down there. For some reason I've been pulled straight over here. Let's see what we get. And we've got security, and we've got summer. Okay, you guys are too protected. Okay, there's some sort of force field around your home, and I heard she has none. But tell me more. Why did I get summer upside down? I heard they tried last summer, it didn't work. Now she has. Now to pay the bill she twerks. Why was I given that? Stop it. Because you've also got Christmas upside down. You've got Christmas, or you've got Yule, which is rebirth. This was to do with your Akashic records. There was something that they want you to just, and your home. Because I've said before that your homes are really important. Like, your homes are very protected depending on where you go. And I just heard the David energy of your home. There's something about it in the Akasha that you need to have a look in. And this may be what they were looking at. This may be what they were looking at, okay? Or trying to look at, and they got froze out. They got froze out. And I heard frozen assets. When they tried to have a look, whoever this person is who's now having to eat, you know, microwavable meals, and I'm not even going to knock that because that's the bread and butter of some people, but this person who now has no money, when they looked into your Akashic records, or the person you're thinking of, or the light one that you're thinking of, they got frozen out, and the karma that befalled them was that they had their assets frozen. Yeah, look, you've got stability upside down. Making sure you can see that. Stability upside down. Now, if I pop this over here, I heard they wanted to ruin you. And you've got here as well, this witch's cottage with security next to the artisans with the 8 of keys. This person with the 8 of wands, this is a house move for someone as well. This could be that the person that is the energy that's coming up, this person got kicked out of their house, or they now have to rent a room. And I heard for some of them they are living in their car. But for some of you, you've got a house move coming up. A good house move. It may be that you have, you know, you're waiting for a foreclosure on a deal that you've done. It may be that you're having renovations on your house, so you have to move out for a while. And I heard holiday for some of you. But with the 8 of roses here to stability, this person worked very, very hard at trying to destabilize you or the person you're thinking of, or a light one. Okay, because look, you've got homecoming upside down with her. Yeah, this person worked a lot. And I heard cauldron bubble something brew. There was some sort of chant or rhyme that was said, and I heard the Wiccan reed, but they pulled the Wiccan reed apart and changed it somehow. And for those of you who don't know, the Wiccan Rede is kind of like a law of or a rule that is very, very old, but it more or less just states that you're not supposed to harm others, or that's what I take from it. But it's very, very long. There's part of it in here somewhere on the one that says spell. But this person was either taking the Wiccan Rede or the Bible or the Torah or something that was seen as, you know, a book of spiritual value, and they were using that. They were breaking down parts and verses and psalms and things like that, and using that towards a light one to bring in stability, to destabilize them. They wanted them to lose their home. Okay. And you've got clearance upside down. Yeah, they were trying to attach something, or they were trying to get it so that this light one was distracted and wouldn't do something to clear something. What was it? Because here we've got tarot cards, which is guidance upside down, and then you've also got scrying mirror, which is shadow, and they're both upside down. So this person was trying to also muddy the eyes. That's interesting. How interesting. And I say that because you've got Adsum with the tarot cards upside down. Remember, Adsum is about your ancestors being with you, about them communicating that they're standing with you, that they're always with you. And with these cards upside down, somebody either played around, because some people use tarot cards as part of divination and not just for, like, let's say reading. Some people can use them for candle magic. You know, you can use, for example, the Magician card with a certain coloured candle to amplify your power. And I'm just saying this off the top of my head. You can use the Lover's card upside down with, I don't know, something sour, you know, dripped all over the candle to break up someone. And this is just off the top of my head, but this is something that is done. Now, I'm surprised that the candle card didn't come out, but someone here has been trying to block your ancestors, or the ancestors of the person you're thinking of, or a light one, with cards. And I heard something else. They were using something else, and I heard a talisman. And you've also got this one. So you've got mirror scrying, or scrying mirror upside down. Something was blocked. But I'm hearing they tried to put some sort of block over a light one's eyes. Oh, shut the front door. No, 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 no. When they tried doing this and they tried to peek inside the Akashic records, not only were they frozen out, but they went blind. They went blind. And I don't know if that is blind in the 3D realm of I cannot see anything. And, you know, I may need a dog to help me. Or if this is just they no longer can connect to the divine, or to whatever it is that they were connecting to. Now this one wanted to come out as well. Moon cycles. Yeah, these people were messing about with moon cycles, moon water. For some reason I'm hearing crystals in reverse. They did something with crystals and it went wrong. And I've said this in other videos. You cannot use things from, you know, from Mother Gaia's earth, such as crystals, to then manifest something negative towards somebody else, because they're already programmed. They're already programmed to do what they do. You can't take a rose quartz crystal and then use that in like a binding spell to get someone to love you, or to do the opposite, because that rose quartz crystal already has its qualities. You can't reprogram it, and this is something that they were learning. What else is coming out? Yes, something went wrong. Someone had a house fire. Something went really wrong. I'm also seeing like someone's microwave blowing up. Okay. Look, so if I put this one down here, whatever they did, or whatever this person did, and I keep wanting to say they, but whatever this person did, it either caused a mini house fire in the kitchen or in the house, and they got kicked out of that house because I don't think it was theirs. This person has lost a lot for what they have been sending to either you, a person that you know, the person that you love, or this light one, because you've also got Samahan underneath. Okay, well, they tried sending something around Halloween, either last Halloween, or they're trying to plan to do it again this Halloween. And I heard for some of you, or for a light one, it could have been 7 years ago. 3 years, 7 years, 14 years. This has been going on for a while. But this person, they tried lighting something next to these tarot cards. Now with this Addison as well, they may have had a photograph of one of your ancestors or a family member, and I heard yes, and it was to try and imbalance the support that you have, okay, because 2 is about balance. Something went terribly wrong when they did that, and I heard they didn't know who they were up against, because they were trying to, not only they were trying to silence or sever a connection that you had to your ancestors, to your angel, to the divine, to Allah, to God, to whoever it is that you connect with on higher realms. That is interesting. Well, they should not have done that. Yeah, look at that. Candle magic went wrong. Shut the front door. Do you want me to take any more? No. I'm sorry if it's really noisy outside. I do have a busy house with children in it, so it is what it is, and I just need to power through. Do you want me to take this one? Look at that. It says stop talking, and at the back it says shut your mouth and listen. They were trying to shut up your ancestors. They were trying to, and I had a guardian. They were trying to quieten a guardian. How interesting. Stop. Okay. So this is the karma that's befallen this person that was either the head of it or someone who was orchestrating it. This person has gone from, instead of it being from rags to riches, they've gone from riches to rags. And they don't know how to function at that level. They don't know how to go back to basics and just be, because this person has always had things handed to them, or they've worked really hard at getting to the level where they don't have to access any part of like thinking or anything like that. It's just done for them. Oh, so, okay. And we have, where the F is your sense of humour, and it's upside down and it says laugh. This person is in no way, this person is angry. This person is so angry at what has happened, because when I look on here, they're really angry that this didn't happen to you, the person you're thinking of, or this light one. And you've also got, now is not the effing time. Whatever you are thinking about, don't do it. Okay, and if I pop it over here, this person is they're panicking, so they're starting to be quite irrational in their thought processes and in their choices. So there's something that they're more or less, if they had their guides with them, if they had listened to their guides in the first place, they'd be hearing their guides saying, don't do this, you need to quit while you're ahead. And this person is like, nope, I'm going to keep going, I'm going to get back what is mine, which is more or less what has been stolen. Okay, and that's something else that has happened as a fallout over here, is that this person at some point would have had their own ancestors and own guides come in and protect them and give them advice and support them, but they ignored them, and the more they've played with whatever this is, sorry about that, something on eBay, whatever it is that they've been doing. And that gives me, why did I hear something was bought on eBay, and I heard that took the biscuit. There was something that they did where their ancestors just went, we're done with you, so they don't even have their ancestors backing them up or giving them guidance. This person is completely blinded to any other dimension but the third. They can't even get into their own Akashic records. And it says, don't believe every ishy thought you have. And on the back it says, thoughts can be sneaky, lying bastards. Okay, so this person is now sending evil eye. They may be actually trying to get other people to come in and do the work for them, because they no longer have the foresight, they no longer have their psychic gifts. Okay, and this person is losing their beauty. Okay, and it says here, you look like an ish show, you are a hot mess, fact, clean yourself up. This person might not be washing themselves. They may be layering their mascara over rather than taking it off at night and then placing new ones in the morning. This person is also, it's their health though. This is their 6th house that's really being affected. Their health, their routines, their mental health as well. And it says here, F-U-C-K, ish is about to get real. And on the back it says, I won't say arc. You need your people around you. This person may be having a nervous breakdown, which is really, really awful, because even though these people are adversaries, I wouldn't wish that on, my worst enemy. And it also says, get the F out of your head. Get in your heart, it misses you. Okay, this is a forewarning also though, that while they're getting this karma, they're still looking at other ways of trying to get under your skin, especially with us going through this heart space healing of being in the Lionsgate portal. Let me just take a little bit of water, because that is thirsty reading. They are, I have said in some previous readings, that there's something about these younger kids. There's some younger kids or younger teenagers that this person has either, for some reason, I want to say Medusified. Something about there's something that they've done to manipulate these kids to help them, or to do it for them, because they no longer can access it. Okay, so take heed and be aware of your emotions and how you feel over, you know, the next couple of weeks, let's say, to do with your heart space, because they're definitely sending something, and they're in this kind of energy of, you know, they've got nothing to lose, so they don't care. They'll take it as far as they can. Now we've also got here rising sign in Capricorn, competent, serious and image conscious. So you have, this is to do with your 10th house. Again, it's to do with your career, your fame, how people hold you in high regard, and how this is actually going to, I heard make you or break you, but it's more make you. It's what is going to make you go viral. It's what's going to give you those accolades. And you have somebody here who's very jealous of this fact. They're very self-conscious of how they look, because this person has gone on surface level for so long, and now they're losing it. I heard, I keep hearing that film with Goldie Hawn, Death Becomes Her. If you haven't heard of that film, Google it. It's an oldie, but it's a goodie, and it's about these two women who, you know, long and short of it, they both want to stay young forever, and one of them is the girlfriend of the husband, the other one is the wife of the husband. They didn't know about each other, and then when they do, you know, at first they're at each other's necks, and then they realise that there's this magic potion that they can take that will keep them young and keep them, you know, keep them alive forever. But it doesn't keep them in human form, if that makes sense. One of them falls down the stairs and twists their neck and breaks their neck and gets back up with their neck the other way round. And this husband just spends his life, you know, patching up little holes here and there until they look like gargoyles. And this is more or less what is happening to this person. They're slowly losing their what's the word, their humanity completely. You've also got Sagittarius in the 9th sign of the zodiac, and is represented by the Archer. Sagittarius birthday falls between the 22nd of November and the 21st of December. So you have somebody here as well that you could be a Sagittarius yourself. The person you're thinking of could be a Sagittarius, or this person over here could hold a lot of Sagittarius traits. You have to remember, in some of my previous videos, if this is the energy that's coming through that I think it is, this person holds very similar zodiac like natal charts to you. So whatever it is that they're trying to affect, they're looking at their own charts, because they weren't able to get the complete birth chart of yours. They may have got the date slightly wrong, or they might have got the birth, you know, the time you were born slightly wrong, but they're kind of looking definitely at your 9th and your 10th house. Have a look at where these actually sit for you, because if this is not your rising sign, it's not your moon sign, you could have a lot of Sagittarius in your birth chart, and this is what they're trying to affect. Okay, underneath it says Scorpio as well, so you could have a Scorpio, a Sagittarius or a Capricorn that are involved, or you could have those as well. Anything else that would like to come out for the collective consciousness, please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Oh, when you're no, this is not. This is actually okay. This is interesting, because this actually says when your astrological information is added to your birth chart, you'll see a series of interconnected lines, numbers, symbols, representing the star signs. Okay, so this person that's been cut off is now kind of like going back to basics and having to learn all of this stuff, Because before, I think it was very much going by intuition and going by what their guides and their ancestors and, you know, whatever demons or things down below that they were working with would tell them, you need to put, you know, this rune in this house, or you need to put this I Ching over in there, and you've got to do this, this and this and use these herbs. So they kind of didn't have to pay attention too much to what it was that they were being told, because this person very much has the MO of being like a dark high priestess, or having the knowledge of one, and this person only had the knowledge because they were feeding something very dark, if that makes sense. Now that they don't have that, they're having to go back to basics with everything, which makes sense why at the start it was, you know, this person more or less scratching their head going, how on earth do I use this contraption? It's a microwave, you open it, you press some buttons and it's done, you know. So now they're having to go back to basics. They're having to learn all of the different constellations. They're having to learn all the different zodiac charts. They're having to learn all the different houses, you know, getting pen and paper out and going back to school, so to speak. How interesting. And it says here, don't believe every ishy thought you have. So this person is really, really peeved. They're really pissed off that they're having to use, they're not able to be lazy and just get someone else to do it for them. They have to do this themselves. How interesting. Because look, Sagittarius has come up as again, and it says Sagittarians are commonly playful, independent, optimistic and energetic. They may also have the tendency to say what they think without a filter. So this person, you know, you know, that is now having to microwave their food, having to learn about astrology and stuff like that because of the karma that's befallen them. This person, especially with stability over here and homecoming, they may have actually been sleeping on someone's sofa, and they said something, and you know, they were, oh, I'm just joking, I'm just playing around, and this person got offended and kicked them out. That's what I'm getting from this as well. This person didn't want to ask for help, and when they did, they were very stubborn about it, and they said something about maybe not liking the house, or the house smelling, something to do with their dog, because I keep getting readings about dogs, something about their dog, and this person was like, just get the F out then, and now they're sleeping in their car. Interesting. Wow. And yeah, because it's, look, astrology involves the forecasting of events throughout the interpretation of the fixed stars, the sun, the moon and the planets. Okay, this person is gang stalking other tarot readers. Okay, they're gang stalking other tarot readers, because that just reminded me of the name of someone that I love listening to. This, that person is so tapped in, and yeah, there's somebody here. They also, do you know what, they may have their own platform, and they may have been, you know, they may have been really on point with what they were saying and what's coming through and blah 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 blah, but they were stealing that intuition, they were stealing that energy and that foresight from others, because it seems that their energy has been to take from others from day one. Sorry. I'm sorry for slurping. Oh my god. I got there in the end. I actually got the water in my mouth. And you know what? It's not that I do not know how to put a bottle to my mouth. It's the bottle has actually broken at the top. Can you see? And I'm having to try and sip from it. But this person may have a platform of their own, or they watch collective readings of others. And I feel, because I heard the word community, so that's to do with third house, and that's Gemini. This person may have been seen as someone quite wise, and people, I heard fledglings would come to them. So people who wanted to learn, you know, the basics on witchcraft, or wanted to know how to hex someone, and they'd go to them, and because they had whatever demon or dark energy was attached to them at that time, they were able to come across as very knowledgeable. But now that they've lost all of this, they are gang stalking, you know, collective readers and taking notes. That makes sense. They are. They're not going through books and writing things. They're going through collective readers on YouTube, on Facebook, on whatever accounts there are. And what they're doing is they're more or less listening to what these people are saying, taking notes of which houses are which, or blah blah blah. And then if they have their own platform, they're going on and regurgitating it as their own, because these people don't have foresight anymore. Wow. Because you've got rising sign in Gemini. I didn't even see this. Look, so curious, sociable and restless. I didn't even see the Gemini. This is all about communication. This person is stealing other people's information. Well, I'm going to leave this one here and let me see what else would like to come out. This one or ones at the back? Ones at the back. Let me see. I can't actually see which ones they are, so this should be interesting. Let me see what we've got. Okay, did I get them all? No, I did not. I don't know why this is coming out today though. This is what they want me to, or what Divine and Spirit wants me to focus on. And I heard this person is the closest, or was like kind of like the fire starter in all of this. And this is why you're getting this focus, because you've got here Mayat and you've also got self-sabotage. Okay, this is about karma being dished out, in other words. And I heard one for you, one for you, one for you, and they're starting at the top. And this person obviously is near the top. This is the person that maybe was the puppeteer to other people. How very interesting. There you go. Yeah, okay. So you have a Sagittarius here and a Capricorn. So this is to do with your 9th house and your 10th house, yeah? So this was somebody trying to astrally project and send stuff to mess up your career, your fame, and to stop you from going forward without a doubt. And they did this in the dark. They did this in the dark for a really long time. For a very long time, this person was dancing about, you know, stealing opportunities that were yours or a light one. Okay, and this is the reason why Mayat is now sitting on your 9th house, and this self-sabotage, which is upside down near your career. There's a lot of things that they've tried to do, and there's a lot of things they're trying to do which aren't working. They're just being sent back. They're just being sent back because you've got obsession upside down. Because the thing is, there's some videos that talk about how the gossiper is now being gossiped about, and that's because people are seeing that there's no benefit in this for them. You know, if they had followers, if they had subscribers, if they had, you know, people that would come to them for wisdom and for knowledge and for advice, how do I do this to exact that money from someone? How do I do this? And blah, blah, blah. They're now realizing that this person is psychically blind, in other words, or this person isn't in touch with their intuition. They're now realizing this person was just there for money. Okay, yeah, look. Divine lineage and obsession upside down. People are realizing whoever this person is, because I heard a web of lies, they've been lying about who they were. They were lying about who they were, and I think it was more of a justification for what they were doing to either you, the person you're thinking of, or this light one. Because with that divine lineage, the right way up, it's more or less like they were lying and saying that they were the ones with the royal bloodlines. They were the ones that were connected to Ra and to ancient Egypt, and you know, they had the Midas touch, and actually you were the one, or the person you're thinking of, or this light one has been doing all of this. They reversed the roles round. And I heard court ruling in your favour. I hear this in most of my videos. Tell me more about court ruling in my favour, or in our favour, in our favour. Because we've got contract here. Yin, something was stopped. Something was removed. Because I think in my last reading, or one of my previous readings that were quite recent, it was talking about removing bindings from a contract, or removing your name from a contract, whether that's in this realm or if that's in a spiritual or etheric realms. Okay, and I heard both. Something was manipulated. Something was manipulated to do with a court or a will and inheritance in this realm, and that will not resonate for all. So if it doesn't, please don't come in the comments and go, well, that doesn't resonate, that has nothing to do with me, because remember, this is collective reading, which means it won't. But there's something to do with inheritance, a will, property, estate, something along those lines that has been blocked. And when I say blocked, I mean that whoever this person is or is attached to, there was something to do with hiding a lie or something illegal that was done with a will, or done with money that should have been yours, should have been the person you're thinking of, or should have been this light one. And also on top of that, when you think about the etheric realms, you have your light council, who have more or less said, we know what's happening, the karma is now befalling you, courts in session. okay? And this name should not be on this contract. This person did not put their name on this contract, and we know this because we're part of this person's Akashic records. Your Akashic records will show you all of the actions, thoughts, intentions that you have ever had from the beginning of time. And it will show all of the possibilities of what could happen to you and the choices that you could make on all timelines in the future. So whoever this is, whoever this person is, and whoever they were playing around with, they didn't realize who you were. They didn't realize who this light one was. They did not realize who you were connected to. And I'm talking about your royal bloodline that connects you back to the first people that ever placed their feet on this earth. They didn't realize, because I'm hearing again sister, mother, cousin. And if this is a sibling or a cousin or a friend or whoever, and you are, let's say you're related, just because you're related doesn't mean that you're related through your bloodline. And it doesn't mean that you're related through, what was I going to say, because I've completely forgotten, your soul line either. You can be born into a family that isn't your soul family. You can be born in, you can have a brother or a sister. It doesn't mean that you're going to have, doesn't mean that the same ancestors are going to be backing both of you. You've got man holding the coin, and you've also got goddess of the moon, and it's upside down. Okay, now this being about courts, especially with your 7th house, which is ruled by Libra, right here someone was blocked. Okay, this person, whoever this person is, who used to have a bougie life and now doesn't, they were working with someone here, and I had the man downstairs. Okay, they were seduced by all that glitters that wasn't gold, that was more or less them signing their name on a contract saying we're going to take your soul, or we're going to take the soul of someone else, and they more or less offered up yours or the person you're thinking of, or a light one. Okay, this was blocked, this was thwarted. Good. And I heard hallelujah. And you've got here wounded healer and Sekhmet. Sekhmet is coming up in a lot of readings. This beautiful energy is with you. Whether or not you work with this energy, it still surrounds you. Okay, Sekhmet is a beautiful, fierce energy. She will heal you with one hand and chop your foes down with the other. Okay, so she was present at this ruling. Okay, and she was standing there with Mayat. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, because there was also lies about, because I keep hearing doppelganger, but I'm feeling like this is where somebody has been either stealing intellectual property, somebody has been copying or regurgitating the words that you have spoken, or the person you're thinking of that has spoken, and has more or less said, you know, well, I don't have any competition with this person, I have no idea what they're talking about, when it's been the other way around. Okay, and look, it's because this person has lied. They've lied about who they are. They've lied about who they are, and they've lied about what they've done. Wow. Not the reading I was expecting. Okay, you've got daughter spirit walking away and Archangel Michael. Now this is, this person, whoever this person is, whether they are a family member or not, and I heard business partner, they were urged more than once to walk away from whatever it was that they were going to do that actually took their ancestors away from them. They were urged by spirit. They were actually urged by spirit more than once to start healing and to get their own blessings, because I say this in a lot of my readings, you can't steal someone else's blessings. You can't. Your blessings are given to you because of the hard work that you've gone through, for the lessons that you've learned. You know, you can't take someone else's karmic lesson, and you can't steal someone else's blessing. Okay, and this person or people or whoever this feminine toxic energy is that's coming through, they were urged, like they had a tower moment where, you know, either I heard a grandmother came through, or somebody who did actually fiercely protect them came through and was like, you need to stop what you're doing, you need to walk away from this. You know, you have angels by your side that are there to help you, because this is your root chakra. This is Archangel Michael, and your root chakra is about your stability. It's about material wealth. It's also about your identity. And look, you've got stability here upside down, right over here. And this person ignored it. They completely ignored it. And because of that, they lost it all. They lost it all. What a shame. What an absolute shame. Look at this. They were told, yeah, And this goes back to whatever moon magic they were doing. They were told to stop doing it and they didn't listen. And I heard also that either you or this light one may have met them on the astral realm and told them and gave them a forewarning to stop it. And look who's at the bottom. Sekhmet again. Sekhmet told them. Wow, okay, they had a massive forewarning, because you've got cornucopia upside down. All that glitters does not gold. It does not gold. All that glitters is not gold. But you may also have here this forewarning from Sekhmet, who was telling this person, you do know who you're working with, right? And you need to stop this right now, because you're not going to get what you want. I am your friend. Sekhmet came with a hand of healing, and this person ignored it. They completely ignored it because they were too, what's the word? They were too stubborn, and they were too fearful to actually look at any childhood issues that they may have had, because this is Archangel Chamuel, and this is your solar plexus, and your solar plexus is about your personal power and joy, but it's also your wounded inner child. Okay, this is all about how when you were 8 years old, how did you seek joy? What were the things that you loved doing that lit you up? And what were the things that scared you? What were the things that you felt like you didn't have enough of? You know, whether that's time, attention, love, whether that was enough time on the trampoline, or whether that was enough time with your parents. And this person over here, look, Sekhmet actually went to them. And it was a forewarning, but it was also kind of, stop what you're doing and let me heal you and let me help you, okay? But you need to stop what you're doing and walk away from this, because it won't be beneficial for you. And this person ignored it because they didn't want to deal with their childhood trauma, with any, you know, issues that they had, because surface level is safer. Well, that's how they saw it. Yeah, because look, you've got grief here. They were comfortable in their grief. Wow, and now they're stuck in it. They're completely stuck in it, because underneath you've got action as well. Action. They're stuck in their grief. Because also they may be thinking back to when they actually had that psychic foresight, or when they had that connection and when they got that message, and they may now be regretting that and going, do you know what, I wish I'd actually taken that action then, because I'd be so much more stable now. And they didn't. Well, I never. Anything else? Yeah, and now they just have to watch you guys have your level up, or this light one have this level up. And there's nothing they can do to stop that. No matter if they are trying to send an evil eye here, or getting children to, you know, cast silliness. Yeah. This person that once was brazen with what they've done is kind of being humbled at the same time, and it's like a forceful, it's a forceful, I can't say it, a forceful humbling. It's almost like they don't want to be humbled by it, but they have no choice, because the experiences that they're in now have placed them there. And they have to learn how to cook. They have to learn how to, you know, use a washing machine. They have to learn how to get a bus, or, you know, find the route to walk to wherever they want to go, because they don't have the money for people to just do it for them. Okay, creativity and level up. And while that's happening, you are getting your level up. Your first, you know, your first ancestors, your first people are celebrating you for continuing on your due north. And I think that's beautiful. I think that's really, really beautiful. I've been told to stop there. Should I turn this over? No, I've been told to stop there. I hope that gives you some confirmation and some clarity on what you already intuitively knew. If you're new to my channel and you liked what you heard, I'd love you to hit on the like, the subscribe, and on the notification bell. And if you are a returning subscriber, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, because you make this so worthwhile. I will see you in the next one. Bye.